Life was full of beauty and promise for the young couple, but a significant decision had been weighing on Finn's mind. He longed to ask Lana to become his wife, yet he knew he needed her family's blessing once more. A few days prior, he had left a note for her brother Garrett, arranging a meeting to seek his approval and to send a letter requesting permission from her parents.
No.
Why?
I didn't realize I left Trout over here. Either that or he wandered here on his
waking
own.
up and his face in my window.
Whoops. You know, he was probably trying to, he was probably just trying to make sure that the area was safe.
Probably.
He gets...
I don't know. I mean, he didn't.
Hmm?
He didn't mind Toofy, but my sister, like, whenever I have Toofy in the court here, like, she just gets really upset about it. Like, get him out of here.
She said that she took him out the other day.
She took Toofy out?
Yeah. She went,
That's great.
She went do something and, I think she went grab maybe pearls with it? I forgot exactly what she said.
That's funny.
It was something water related though.
Yeah, he does. He does really well in the water. I was able to, like, go pretty much to Harrenhal and back here in pretty good time.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I haven't seen him against a ship or anything, but
Oh, right.
I'd say he's pretty fast.
Well, he's got to be more maneuverable than ships because, man, ships are kind of rocky.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've seen how those things get out of the bay. I don't ever want to be on one of those.
No. Yeah, have you ever seen those carts? The carts that are pulled by the horses?
I mean, I've seen them in the water just sitting there because I think they probably got stuck because people thought they could go through the water with them.
Exactly. They I've seen them getting built on, and the like relatively large builds on them, and they are absolutely ridiculous. Like,
oh no,
I've never seen something shake so violently at all. You can imagine a whole house like just literally vibrating and just, oh man, it's so bad.
don't even need butter churners. Just put the milk in one of those.
Exactly.
And start rocking it.
Yeah, just load it up in bowls and have it shake away, man. Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad you met with me. Lana had saw, I guess, the note, and she kind of got scared. She thought something was wrong, but it's completely the opposite, man.
Well, I asked her, like, what did you do? What's wrong with what happened? And she's like, I have no idea why. And I was like, well, I mean, Finn's obviously concerned about something.
Well, when you told her that, she got really insecure, like something was wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it wasn't that at all. It's actually this. I need you to get a letter to your parents as soon as possible. If with the coming storm that we heard about the other day, like the winter or whatever, I'm a little bit concerned with time, and I don't want this opportunity to pass me by because it means everything to me. I'd really, really like to marry your sister, and I think it's time. I think it's time for me to ask her, but I want your blessing and I want your parents' blessing before I move forward.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it goes without saying, you have my blessing. You've done a great job just making my sister feel secure, comfortable, safe, and happy. So I'm extremely grateful for that. And
Thank
I'm
you.
sure with my sentiments going and talking to my parents with this, I don't think you'll have any issues getting their blessing either.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I'd be happy to deliver this to mother and father.
Thank you very much, man. I also have a little confession to make. The other day, I don't know, Lana said you may have heard me snoring. I had slept here, and just to be perfectly clear, all my intentions were always noble. I've never done anything inappropriate. Although viewing from the outside, looking in, it may have looked like that. Lana and I have slept in the same bed numerous times, and it's never been anything but innocent. But I can tell you how it started, and I feel terrible because I wouldn't want you to think that I was doing anything inappropriate. She and I one day, I think it was a little while, I don't know if she ever told you about Cynic. She may have been a little bit worried about how you would have reacted, but he's no longer with us. He actually passed away. But he was, at one time, she was a bit scared of him, and he would make frequent visits. So what ended up happening is I wanted to make sure I would protect her, and what I ended up doing is asking her to come and stay at the apothecary. I made a room for her so that she could stay there, and it was fine. And occasionally we would come here instead. This was all before you arrived. And what we ended up doing sometimes is just sleeping in the same bed, just napping, because she was on the opposite schedule of mine. So when I would wake up, she was getting close to go to bed. And when I was ready to go to bed, she was getting close to waking up. Or so it would kind of match to where sometimes we would just fall asleep together, and a couple hours later, the next one of us would get up and just do it. So it was more like a nap. But
Right.
I never wanted that to be misconstrued as anything but what it is. It was hard for us to stay away from each other once we kind of got used to it. And, well, I started feeling very, very guilty because I was like, if Garrett would see us right now, he'd be really upset because he wouldn't know what to think. And it was on my conscience, and I told her I was going to tell you, and I'm telling you.
Well, I appreciate you telling me. I mean, I never thought any different about. I mean, you already told me that you've slept here before. I mean, I imagine it was simply just because you needed a place to sleep before you crashed. So,
Yes.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Thank goodness.
I wouldn't be. I mean, even you saying you guys shared a bed, like it doesn't bother me. I know how she is, and I know how the way she speaks of you. I know that you wouldn't try anything. So I mean, that's all that matters. I trust my sister, and I trust the way what she would do and what she does.
Good. Yes.
That's the important part, right? Like you just gotta either trust yourself or trust the one that is family. And
That's
then
right. That's right.
everything is set in its way.
That's right. Thank you for understanding, man. I wanted to clear my conscience because I didn't feel right getting you blessing without, being completely honest and open with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've helped me out because I've been trying to find an excuse to get back to Blackwater for anything, and now I've got one.
Really?
Deliver this letter personally. Yeah.
Well, that's good. So your parents are at home now?
I don't know. I mean, I can send a letter or I can send a raven to see, and I could just. I mean, I don't want to send this in a raven just so it doesn't get lost.
Sure.
But yeah, I can definitely send raven to see if my parents are at home in Driftmark, and if they are, then or not Driftmark. I apologize, Blackwater. I could go there and give them this and tell them personally what I found and how you're an outstanding character, and my sister's got a great judgment of that. So
Thank you, man. That would mean the world to me.
absolutely.
I took the liberty of getting some planning done just because, in case, I mean, at the very least, if you would have said no, things would have been a lot different. But my efforts would have been wasted. But it doesn't really matter at this point. But I ended up putting a few things around to kind of tell her, kind of relive some of our story that got us to this point. And there's a little bit of a note, a letter right behind this little drawing that I made for her that she's never noticed. If you see right on the right side, there's a little sliver sticking out.
Oh, I do see it. Yeah, I see it just right there on the edge.
I left a few of these around with some of the memories that we shared that brought us to this point. And they got some codes in it, and it's, I don't know, it's gonna be cute. But I want to bring her to a few different locations and kind of relive some of those memories, and then I'm going to bring her back here and propose to her right here.
I think that would be amazing. I think she'd really like that. It's very. I mean, obviously it's romantic. I'm just trying to think of another word to use. It's very. I mean, you know what? It's romantic.
Yeah,
it's romantic.
It's romantic. Yeah, it's romantic. I think she'll enjoy it. I once did when she was gone for the week for the holidays, when she went and visit y'all. I don't know if you were there for the holidays.
Oh, I
or
wasn't.
The Christmas. I see. But when she came back, I felt like she had missed so much. So every day that she was gone, I would write down what I did and what I thought about, when she wasn't around. And I set up this entire thing to where some of the real normal things that she and I would go through, I would set it up to where when she triggered one of those things, I would give her a key. And there was a bunch of boxes that I set up with those memories of the days that she was gone, what I thought about it and what I did. And it was sweet. So I think it'll be kind of like that for this too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I bet she loved that.
She did. She got a pretty big kick out of it, man. I try to spoil her when I can. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity, man. It means a lot to me. And gosh, I hope she says yes. If she does, I look forward to being part of your family, man. I really do.
Brother-in-law Finn.
Yeah. Brother-in-law Garrett. Oh, God. It'll be good. It'll be good, man.
Imagine the trouble we'll get into.
It'll probably be quite a bit. Your mom already knows I'm a little bit canaille. So
Just a little mischievous. It's fine.
Yes. I think when she gets to know me a little bit more, she'll come to appreciate it like you and Lana have. It's an endearing sort of mischief,
Absolutely. And I've been sarcastic pretty much as long as I think I've been able to be sarcastic.
Yeah.
And my mom's kind of caught onto that. I used to get smacked in the back of the head a lot.
I bet.
By both mom and dad. And I think my mom just got used to it. And now she finds it just about as funny as I do, because she sees me using it on other people that she might not be happy with, or she just disregards, and she just loves it when I do it to people that she is upset with.
There's nothing like having someone on your side that really knows how to get under people's skin that you don't like, It's like these people that complain. Nobody wants them around until it's time to complain. And if they can help you complain about something that pisses you off, they're your best friend. Oh God, ain't nothing like somebody that can bitch about something or piss somebody off about something that you don't like. It's perfect. Oh man. So you're going back home for the storm, yeah?
Yeah, it's my plan. I mean, having Vernath here and then having Lana getting me toothy, it's made me miss the adventures that I've had in Blackwater and just going around hunting in those swamps and going out from there and finding new places. So I think that's what I'll do is I'll head back to Blackwater and see what trouble I could get into there and kind of go from there, I guess. I know I need to kind of help keep the trades going with mom and dad too, so I might start getting more involved with that just because they're not going to be around forever, and I'd like to keep the family business and trade going and do that thing.
Well, I'm I told Lana that I'm probably going to hang up my healer robe. My hands just don't work like they used to, and it's only getting worse as I age, and there's so many qualified healers now in the kingdom, and I want to travel with Lana, and I want to do things, and I'd love to be a part of helping y'all with your family business. I'm still going to be an herbalist, so if there's anything for that can help, or at least keep the family healthy, then maybe we could save money on that. And as far as getting the trade industry working and getting things set up to where when your parents are ready to retire and give it all up, then I'd be more than happy to help your family in any way that I can. No matter how simple the task, it'll be. I've grown at home and accustomed to a lot of the things that Lana does here, and I don't know. She'd probably tell you that manual labor is one of my strong suits. I could just kind of do things and just help get things done, whatever they are, however trivial they may be. So you can rely on me.
I mean, they're going to be missing or losing a great healer, but if you really want to go that route and do the trade thing with us, or just the traveling portion and seeing the sights and helping out, I mean, add some investments to the Carlisle name, and you could help add some investments to the Manning name.
Right. And I'd be more than happy to. I mean, we want to do some traveling anyway. I think, well, I'm sure, Lana, we talked about traveling before, so we might do some traveling, but I'm sure your parents could recommend some really, really nice places that they've been to and that we can visit. And heck, man, maybe it'll just be it's whatever Lana wants ultimately. But I'll be happy to take the journey with y'all.
I mean, even if they're not nice places, they could be lucrative places for you both.
That's true. That's true. Lana does have a knack for earning coin wherever she goes to.
Yeah, I mean, they tell stories about. I mean, obviously all their trade ports, and not all of them have been high yielding for them, but
Mhm.
they bring back great stories, and that was another thing that I loved about growing up, is all those stories that father would tell us, and the different things that they would do, and situations they get themselves out of or into, for that
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. I imagine dealing with merchants and traders all around the world. It can be. I'm sure it could be very strange. I haven't met, but I've seen some of the things that some of the traders bring back. Like I don't know if you know James of Hull, um, but he's the one that runs the auctions in town, from where he gets all sorts of travels, and he's able to get the most exotic things. He's brought back some exotic animals, nothing like Shroud before, but that's all the way in a shy. But he's brought back quite a few strange beasts over time, and he brought back some of the plants, the exotic plants that the herbalists can use and the healers can use. Um, Hell, he brought back a pig that was almost the size of Shroud a while back.
Holy.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy what he's been able to do. But when your sister was looking for some exotic ingredients like snail meat and oysters, he brought back those. So
Oh,
yeah,
is that James? I mean,
yeah,
I knew that she got approached by a gentleman on a horse. I don't know if you were at your farm or in the. Actually, I think it was at the estate that
yeah.
night that we all just kind of sat and chatted. Was like, "Hey, I've got everything you asked for," and it was snail meat and oysters.
Right, right, exactly. So yeah, that's kind of what he did. We went around traveling and collecting stuff for people that they wanted, and also bringing back stuff that he thought would be interesting. And the nobles ate that up, man. They spent. I saw him one night clean up, maybe made 3,000 gold in one night from all the stuff that he sold at that auction. It was nuts.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of money too. So well, good man. It'll be interesting uh, to meet your family and finally see how all this goes. As long as she says yes. If she doesn't, well, I hope you got a dry shoulder, because I'm gonna cry all over it.
I'll make sure to put my sleeveless shirt on.
Oh
Just kidding.
God. Oh God. Be a slippery, slobbery mess, man.
I mean, the way she just talks about you and the things you guys do, I don't think she'll say no. I mean, there's never been a negative comment towards you at all. So
Mhm. It's good. It's good. Guess I'm doing something right then. I'm trying.
you're doing everything right.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that vote of confidence. I usually consider myself a confident person, but it's usually matters that, well, I typically try to deflect any insecurities with comedy, but matters of the heart like this, I tend to. I mean, she means a lot to me, and it's pretty hard to just brush it off as something that's just a whim, you know. So
I get that.
I'm glad we had this talk, man. Thank you for seeing me about it. I as soon as you, if you're traveling to go see them and you want to send me a raven just to make it a little bit faster, that would be great. That way I can put some last minute preparations together and just have her go on that little adventure and me propose to her. So
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'll happily send a raven. I could leave as soon as tonight to get there, but I mean, again, I'd probably send a raven off just to make sure they're at Blackwater, because if they're not going to be there, then I'd probably try to get this letter onto another raven or onto the raven again and send it out to try to find my parents. I mean, I never know what ports they're going to go to unless I go and talk to whoever's at home.
right. All right then. However you want to do it is more than fine with me, and you're welcome to read the letter as well. It's just a heartfelt request is all. You know?
Yeah, it'll help me kind of put the ball in your court.
Thank you, thank you for that. I need all the help I can get.
If that's a thing.
Yes. I know what you mean. I say shit like that all the time. Like I say gun shy. I don't even know what that means, but I say it.
I don't know who Gun is, but I mean, if they're shy, then you know.
Yes. Exactly. All right. Let me get Shroud out of here so you can do it. Can I give you a hug? Is that too forward? Is that too weird?
You can absolutely give me that. That's fine.
Good. I'm a hugger, man. I'm a hugger. Thank you, Garrett. It's good talking.
Yeah, no
with you,
problem,
man.
Finn. It's
you.
nice seeing you again. I keep missing you, and whenever I'm awake, you're either right to go to bed or already in bed. So I'm glad that we got to make this time work, and it's definitely good seeing you and seeing Shroud. I mean, again, I kind of got scared when I woke up there, and I was like, what the hell's going on? He's just sitting outside my window, and I'm like, well, all right. But he let me approach him a little bit, and I rubbed his chin. He was fine with it, so.
He let Lana take his reins today.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I'm sure she'd take you for a ride. She's a little bit more comfortable with him now. So maybe on our wedding day, if you wish to do that, we can arrange something.
I think that'd be great. I would love to. Yeah. I don't know. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Great, man. Cool. All right. Well, I'll let you get to it, and I'm gonna go finish some last minute preparations. Have a great night, Garrett. Thank you.
No problem, Finn. You too. Night.